What's up, Lake of the Ozarks? It's time for another LOZ Featured Dock Series, and if you love powerboats and Lake of the Ozarks history, well, you're gonna love this episode. We've got Justin Wagner, the owner of Waves and Wheels and new owner of Doug Wright Powerboats, and as you can see behind me, we have a lot to get to, so let's get to it. Docks, boats, the lake life, your mind must be racing. Whether it's a listing for sale now, a custom build here in the villages at Shawnee Bend, or a condo at the iconic Topsider, I'm your guy. But first, another LOZ Featured Dock on Lake TV. It's my guy, Justin Wagner, Waves and Wheels, DWR, Doug Wright Powerboats. And for those that don't know, Waves and Wheels, it's where you got your start and really one of the leaders in innovation in the marine world. So talk to us a little bit about what all Waves and Wheels entails and how you kind of got your start.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, we did start out, as we talked about, as an audio, and then from there we developed into upholstery and paint and rigging, electronics, design work, fabrication, and to the point where about 15 years later, we just realized that, hey, we're building entire boats, really. You know, my favorite build of all was probably our 42 DWR that we did with David Burgess, and we built an entire motorized fairing and windscreen that motorizes up, the seats motorize up. He had an accident years ago where he lost the use of his legs, and he called me and he said, Justin, I really want a catamaran, and I'm having a hard time getting in it, and I need a way I can get in and out to go boating myself. And I said, man, if you trust me, I'll come up with something, and 7 months later, he was in that boat, so.
Yeah, that's kind of an essence of who Justin Wagner is, and especially lately in the powerboat world. The last couple of years, we've seen the Waves and Wheels edition from Doug Wright, one of the, maybe the leading name in offshore and powerboats. You are now the owner and face of Doug Wright Powerboats and DWR, so tell us that story.
Yeah, so we kind of started out as a dealer. The opportunity arose where we could become the dealer of Doug Wright Powerboats, and we just kind of developed a relationship, and I became the dealer, and kind of naturally, organically over the last 3 years became the face of the company. And then an opportunity arose for me to acquire the company and actually take ownership of the company, and we did. And I've said it a lot, Waves and Wheels had everything Doug Wright needed, and Doug Wright had everything Waves and Wheels needed, and it was just a killer combination, and here we are. Knowing that I used to make everybody else's boats look good, and I was happy for my customers, my clients, and I was passionate, and it was very exciting. We had great moments, but to know we were building our own brand of boats, it was a whole different thing, and you know, it's hard to get your eyes not to well up over that.
Sure, so what a weekend it was for you too.
Oh my gosh, it was the most, besides you know, meeting my wife and having my babies and my dogs, it's on the very top of my list of best weeks of my life. It was just so surreal.
Well, being the LOZ Featured Dock Series, it only makes sense that we transition to talk about this dock, because I mean, if you're gonna build power boats, you're gonna need one big old dock to house all those boats. So tell us about this dock.
Yes, absolutely. So we were able to sell the boardwalk off the market, and it allowed us to do everything that we're doing this year. So April came, and I was going, okay, I need a dock, like fast. So I called my guy, Dave at Dock Realty. Trico Docks got the dock over here. I called them up and I said, man, I need a favor. And they got the dock over here and installed. And then my team, they whipped this place into shape in 3 weeks, and including building the bar, all new rubbers, painting, I mean, the ladders. I mean, they made the dock look brand new, you know. I think I called like middle of April, and by April, the first week of May, Trico had it installed. And then I called Mark and Mike at Polylift with like a week's notice, and they came over and got my lifts installed.
One of the biggest docks you'll see, maybe the biggest dock we have on this year's dock series. I look around, there's an incredible fleet of DWR and Waves and Wheels edition boats, and so that's really why I'm here. I love that you got a great history. I love your dock, but I want to go give everybody watching at home an opportunity to see the incredible boats you guys are building.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. Next on our LOZ Featured Dock Series. After this. Introducing the 19 at Lake of the Ozarks, a refined sanctuary of exclusivity. This elegant retreat offers a premier marina, sophisticated dining, and tailored recreation alongside luxurious residences. Where vision meets prestige, the 19 is the lake's finest treasure, arriving soon for the discerning few. Nothing is more important for a boat than the dock it calls home. For the dock of your dreams that provides safety for your boat and comfort for you and your family, there's no choice better than DockWorks. With over 30 years of combined experience in dock construction and design, your DockWorks dock will be a custom fit to your needs and desires. New construction, additions, and repairs to buoys, swim stairs, and ramps, nobody knows how to build on this lake like DockWorks. DockWorks, because at the lake, your home doesn't stop at the shoreline. Your time at Lake of the Ozarks is limited, and AquaPest Solutions understands that. Let us worry about those pests so you can spend your time out on the water. AquaPest Solutions uses our proprietary blend of essential oils and relies on the best crew and equipment on the lake today, ready to arrive by boat or truck. Locally owned and operated AquaPest Solutions. Call today and get your quote tomorrow so we can get rid of what's bugging you. Now, of course, the DWR Doug Wright Powerboats, those cats I love, and I'm interested, I want to learn. But I couldn't stop looking at this pontoon. Like, what is this thing?
Well, it's my wife's, it's Mama's boat. So this is actually a 377 Playcraft Waves and Wheels edition. We have a agreement where we buy a Playcraft, they do all the tunes, the floor, the side skirts, and then we take the boat from there and we do the Waves and Wheels touch, and we do a Waves and Wheels interior. It comes factory with a $50,000 sound system. The boat is an absolute monster on Lake of the Ozarks. You can take 15 to 20 of your best friends and run on the roughest day.
Talk about this DWR 42 behind me.
Yeah, so that's Ben and Marta Corson. That's their boat. It's an incredible boat. It's ghosted in the back of the boat, more cowbell, and then in a more cowbell theme, you can't just say more cowbell once. So then the next hatch you go on and it's got a little saying, and then the next hatch. So it's in there 3 times, and people love it. And the boat is just incredibly clean and beautiful looking, and it performs. It's actually one of the fastest 42s that's ever been on the water. In fact, it's probably the fastest one.
So if you like the 42, that's an option. You can get something as detailed and down to the science as the more cowbell. But the boat that I've fallen in love with since I first got to see it, I saw you in the shootout. You had some crazy success in last month's shootout. The 39 is kind of your specialty. Talk about that particular boat.
Yeah, so our 39 is our newest model. There's very limited and very few of them throughout the world. The boat's incredible. It's Doug's latest hull design. I'm not a brand hater. I've owned every brand out there. I still own multiple brands of boats, and there's nothing that handles like that 39 DWR. It's incredible.
That's amazing. Yeah. Well, let's go fire up, and if you're cool with it, let's go for a ride. Don't go anywhere. Next on our LOZ Featured Dock Series.
And I want us to display how easy this boat gets on plane.
After this.
Polylift boat lifts. In 1975, Gerald Ford was president, gas was 53 cents a gallon, and Saturday Night Live debuted. It's also the year Polylift boat lifts was born. 50 years later, Polylift is still the best boat lift you can own. Trust Polylift, built with quality and integrity for 50 years. Remember, for the last 50 years and the next 50 to come, you know what they say.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build
As you dream of your lake life, I invite you to dream bigger. Topsider Condos, the coolest place to live at the lake.
So what do you think? Your dream of living in luxury at Lake of the Ozarks could be but one phone call away. I wouldn't wait. Topsider.
So this boat is so well balanced. We've got 5 people, we've got my shootout props on, and I want us to display how easy this boat gets on plane. So I don't have to run it up real hard, and we're 72% fuel. So 250, 14 mile an hour, we're on plane.
Man, that was unbelievable.
Thank you.
So that's the Doug Wright hull design, and then you've done some things to this to make it go that fast, that easy, but I've not been that fast without feeling like, man, you gotta hold on.
Yeah, the thing is the boat is like, it's just super stable and it's safe. That's the big thing. The XTR, it's a pretty awesome piece. It's turnkey, it's fast, and as you see, it takes no time to get to 120 very quickly, and then some, and it's got another 33 mile an hour on top of that one.
Sunday of the shootout, you started 147.
Yeah, it was pretty surreal. You know, we were really happy with what we had going on. And
was that the number you thought? I mean, what was the number you were?
So I actually said, if all the stars align, we'll run 142.8, and we ran 143. So it's the first day, and then that was with that particular setup. So we went back to the drawing board that night and said, hey, I think we can hit a 150, which we did technically on GPS, but I think we went into power reduction mode right before the run. So we either hit that right before or right after, but regardless, we did the 147. And keep in mind, this is an 8-seat pleasure boat with coolers, anchors, floaties, the whole smash, 4 batteries, as you heard, a great stereo. It's not like we're cheating here. This is the real deal.
What do you see the future holding for your blossoming company?
Man, we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. You know, our job is to build a one-off custom boat. We're not a production company. We're not gonna build a ton of them. We're gonna do the Doug Wright thing, you know. We're gonna teach them how to Dougie.
That's awesome. Well, man, I can't thank you enough, not only for showing us your dock, but I love the history and that you're truly local here at Lake of the Ozarks and have grown your massive brand and your business right down here in our backyard. And so thanks for the visit, and of course, thanks for the boat ride, because that's got to be the best one of the season, brother. Justin.
Thank you, brother.
That's going to do it for this edition of the LOZ Featured Dock Series. For Justin Wagner with DWR, Doug Wright Powerboats, and Waves and Wheels, we'll catch you next time.